I have two favorite films that were shot here in Alberta. They're tied for first place. One is The Revenant, and the other one is 1978's Days of Heaven by the director Terrence Malick. And I'll tell you why these are my favorite films. Terrence Malick as a director and Iñárritu, the director of The Revenant, they were smart enough to get cinematographers and camera persons on set that were extremely sensitive to Albertan light, because light is everything for film. If you're not in control of your light and color values, it's going to look terrible. And Iñárritu was able to get Emmanuel Lubezki, a renowned cinematographer, and they shot The Revenant in natural light conditions, especially trying to get shots during the magic hour, which is why the film is so cinematically rich and sumptuous and just beautiful. I mean, it could be one of the best cinematic captures of Alberta landscape that's ever been by this point in history. The story itself, I've always kind of found a fairly one-dimensional revenge tragedy, where somebody finally realizes that there's something more spiritual and useful in living on after you've suffered personal tragedy, and maybe you should set aside your revenging ways after you've completely murdered the people that you've wanted to get even with. But for me, there's just a visual poetry to that film that is stunning, and very much so too in terms of Days of Heaven, Terrence Malick's 1978 film. That film does for the light on the prairies what The Revenant does for the light in the Rockies. Absolute gorgeous cinematic records of our landscape.